Hey, welcome back to part 2 of our Hazyang experience. Just wanted to add a few words today because there's some footage that went missing, actually, and some footage that I should have made that, wasn't made. Anyways, it was a great experience overall. Beautiful views everywhere, as you can see from the videos so far, right? And extremely dangerous. On our way to the first city, the first evening, going up this mountain, serpentine roads, just up and up and up and up and up, up. And it was getting foggier. Then the sun disappeared. And then night arrived. And it was pretty intense, I'll say. I couldn't see more than a meter in front of me. It was raining a bit. So the roads were getting slippery. And not good driving. And I was happy to get to the city, I should say, that first night and get some good food. We had a nice homestay, and we ate with the locals. They had like a family-style dinner. It was like anything you can imagine. It was like chicken and beef and sweet potatoes, different vegetables, fruit, rice wine, corn wine, homemade whiskey. Ate a lot, passed out. I was so tired. I didn't end up making any footage because I was so tired from the drive. And the last thing on my mind was recording anything at that point. Anyway, so the whole experience was gorgeous and dangerous at the same time. Today what I'm going to show you is more or less just the most dangerous part of the trip, where I take this route called Miping Pass, or Miling Pass, excuse me, I'll check that in a few minutes. And I take the motorbike on this trail, and it's like maybe 7 kilometers up and up and up this mountain, and literally, I mean, there's no room for error on this thing. You fall to your left, off the mountain you go, and as you'll see from the video coming up, how real and how dangerous this was. Like at one point, my heart was racing, and I was like, oh, I'd rather just turn around right now, but that's not me, and that's not what I do, and I wanted to get through the whole thing. A few videos I made disappeared. I actually deleted them. They went missing somehow, and I'm pretty disappointed that I don't have it to share with you today. So hey, here's a video. Hope you enjoy.
It's really narrow road, and one slip, and you're down there. Dangerous driving, yeah? Oh, what is this? Probably not a place you want to fall into, huh? So, I've only just begun. It's pretty steep. And you can see up behind me, there's other people. Intense, to say the least. Slow and steady, safety first. I don't know if it's better that I can't really see anything because of the clouds, what's below, or if it'd be more comforting to be able to see what's down there. And Lena definitely refused this trip, and I'm glad she did. Oh, this is pretty intense. And lethal. But how can I say no to this, right? Think about maybe halfway at the most. And yeah, I'm ready for it to be over, I'd say. Hello, hello, hello. Hello. How far? Oh, where am I? Help me, help me.
Mất tiêu á?
Lao vô phía cô tổ cá chua kìa.
Chua lắm mà khó ta thì chơi cái
Yeah. This way, yeah? Dangerous?
Oggi poi mi metto che non c'è.
Yeah. Brakes not working here. Too steep and wet and muddy. Ciao. That was intense, and I am just shaking right now. On the edge every single second of that last part. I'm happy to be done with it. Good experience. I can't believe people live up there. It's pretty isolated, I'd say. As you saw as I was driving, quite a few people and villages up in that area. So back to the main roads where it's safe.
So what'd you think about that? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the most dangerous, how would you rate that? Well, I can guarantee you from first-hand experience, it was definitely something that had a high element of risk in it. I'd do it all over again. That was great. And I think we're going to go back there next year and spend some more time in northern Vietnam. Beautiful, beautiful place. Now, interestingly enough, the last day of our trip, we were coming back to Haziang, home base, right? And I was driving down this twisting, winding road, it's like a decline down the slope. So, leaning left, leaning right, leaning with the turns, because you don't want to oversteer on the bike, especially when it's wet and slippery. So what was happening was, I was leaning left, and as I was doing that, I couldn't see what was around the bend. And I was probably going 30 kilometers per hour. And all of a sudden, a semi-truck appeared. And I had seconds. Not even seconds, I'd say. And I only had like 3 options at this point. Option 1, turn right, probably put myself off the edge of the mountain and drop about 100 meters or so. I'd be in the hospital, probably dead. Hard left means I'd probably wipe out, or I'd crash like face first into the side of the mountain. And option 3, put on the brakes, pull on the handbrakes, the foot brake, and hopefully come to a full stop before we collide. And I chose option 3. And as that happened, I remember pulling down the brake and pushing the brake on the foot brake. And as that happened, I felt the back tires start fishtail, and that fishtail just put me horizontal. And it put me horizontal, and I just slid probably 4 or 5 meters, boom, dead on into the semi-truck, right under the front left tire. Yeah, his left front tire. Anyways, as this whole thing played out, it was like in super slow motion. And it was not slow though, I know that. I just understood exactly what I had to do. And as I went horizontal, I pushed off of the bike from the seat. And as I was doing that, I was able to like pretty much get my leg out from under. And I pretty much just used the bike as a buffer or as a pillow to cushion the blow to the semi-truck. And thank God that semi-truck was slowing down when he saw me too. Because if he hadn't slowed down, I'm pretty sure that he would have just crushed the bike, then crushed me. But what happened was, I just, I ate the asphalt and just slid, boom, right into the bike, head first into the semi, I had a helmet on, so I didn't have any like serious damage. But I stood up from that, like my adrenaline was pumping. I was just going nuts. I was like, I'm fine, I'm okay. I couldn't feel anything. I was just raging at this moment. And I stood up, I had this helmet on. And I remember looking at the driver and he was just like staring at me. His son was laughing and his wife was just like, oh my God. I was like, I'm okay, I'm fine. Are you okay? I'm great. And like blood coming down my arm and stuff. And, it was just pretty wild right there. Like I was able to get up and walk away from that. So he got out of his car, like he was shaking more than me at this point. He's like, I'm fine, are you okay? I was so intense. And he's probably more scared of me than anything at that point. So he picked the bike up and he checked for damage on his motorcycle. So he checked for damage on his semi-truck, checked damage on me. I was fine, just a little bit cosmetic damage on the semi. He shook my hand, he told me to be careful. I got on my bike and rode away. So it's just kind of a funny thing, the whole trip, I was extremely cautious with my driving, very careful. And the very last 10 kilometers or so, wiped out, probably should have ended up in the hospital, maybe worse. And I'd say 99 times out of 100, it would be worse. I feel extremely fortunate and lucky to have reacted the way I did. And the way that played out, I couldn't have asked for a better result. I had to pay maybe $20 for the damage on the bike, so that was nice too, right? Alright, so last but not least, the news I've promised to share with you. Over the past year, we've been living in Vietnam and we've been doing some wonderful traveling. Cambodia, Angkor Wat was such a cool place. Nha Trang and the Aqua Ray Adventure, Ha Giang, the Loop. I've been going to Ninh Binh and so on. It's just been an amazing year. I feel so fortunate to have had all these experiences during this difficult period with coronavirus and whatnot. Anyways, we've been so happy to be able to share all these experiences with our friends and family and followers. Now, months ago, we got in talks with some TV channel, and they wanted to do a TV show. And within the next 2 months, broadcast from the comfort of your own home, you're going to be able to watch one of our experiences in Southeast Asia on a well-known American network. And it's something I never thought about. It's something that it still sounds crazy. It's being edited right now, and it should come out by the end of the year, I think, maybe a bit after. And so yeah, that's the big news. And we're so looking forward to sharing our experiences with you in a more professional way and the editing team, and to see what the future holds. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, thanks for watching.